I wanted to step in the cage with Khabib. Then my next thought was how let down I was that Khabib was retiring, because I started to realize he was about to make a retirement speech. And then my next thought was somewhat admiration for him and his body of work, and also empathy for him and his scenario, because you saw him roll off a lifeless Justin Gaethje, go straight to the center of the octagon, start sobbing, diaphragmatic sobbing uncontrollably because the loss of his father. He didn't just lose his father. He lost his best friend, his coach, his mentor, his hero. He lost everything when his dad died. It was almost, you could almost feel the aura in the room. It was almost palpable. You could almost taste it. You could almost taste the pressure that was being lifted off of Khabib that night. You could almost feel the pressure that got sucked out of that cage that night. It was almost like we were there experiencing it with him. It was almost this interesting feeling of, man, this guy carried a burden and a weight for the last couple months, and it all just was released. And it was really cool to see that, because there's these moments in sport that transcend just the X's and the O's and the wins and the losses and the competitors. It reminds you that we're all human beings in this microcosm of competition, whether it's God, or for him it's Allah, or whether it's the universe, that we are put on this earth to do something great. And what Khabib accomplished that night, and also somewhat the passing and the changing of the guard now to the rest of us top 10 in the UFC lightweight division, that a career ended, a legacy was now cemented. He is absolutely the greatest lightweight of all time for what he has accomplished, the manner in which he accomplished it, barely ever looking as if he was beatable, barely ever looking as if there was a man alive that could knock him out, submit him, catch him, stop his takedown, stop his grappling. He looked just about as unstoppable and unbeatable as a man possibly could inside the UFC octagon. And his legacy will forever be a guy who overcame insurmountable odds at times, injuries, bad weight cuts, the loss of a father. And it really reminds you that when you put an entire country, an entire side of the world, an entire religion on your back, and you fight for them, that really, really great things can be accomplished. Almost superhuman things can be accomplished. And what Khabib Nurmagomedov accomplished over the last 12 years with his body of work, 29-0, was nothing short of amazing. And it was definitely an honor to watch him retire that night.